Hey, what's going on? This is Trey here. I'm back with another video, and today we are doing something a bit different from what I normally do. This is kind of a story time, sort of. It's about Dungeons and Dragons. I'm a nerd, I know. We're on a gaming channel, should have been obvious. But this is the Dungeons and Dragons story, and it's about how my players, I was DMing, about how my players completely destroyed my campaign. The entire idea I had for it. So, it all started out, they were sent on an adventure by the king to try and stop the world from basically exploding, being consumed by a giant void. Now, they had to go to a dungeon and stop this crystal. That's about all they knew. It was the Hades crystal. But yeah, so as they're traveling, they bumped into a campsite not long into the campaign. And there was this thing there called a blink wolf. Now, for all of you that don't know what a blink wolf is, it's basically a wolf that can teleport. But they can only teleport like 20 feet, I think it is. They can't teleport far at all. But this was a deity, and it was supposed to follow them around and attack them on occasion. Now, it wasn't any stronger, but it could teleport for miles at a time. And they asked to tame it. I said, okay, give it a shot. And I made it almost near impossible to tame. And they rolled the one thing that would let them tame it, which is a natural 20. Now, they tame this thing, and it follows them around. And they use it to kind of get out of fights. And then one of them decides to check to see if there's any creatures in the forest. And say, yeah, you can see some. Like, you can't see them, but you can kind of sense them, but those could easily be deer or something similar, some kind of wildlife creature. And say, okay, I have an idea on how to stop them. And they took a torch to the trees, burnt down the entire ancient forest, been there for hundreds of years, burnt to the ground. Now, when they were escaping, there was an old rusted crown sitting there in the middle of the fire that they spotted, with a gem inside. And they grabbed it, it took them to the celestial plane, they managed to escape, yada yada, I'm not going into that. But one of them was a wizard, so he used a spell called Mage Hand, which is essentially just a hand, like a magic hand that comes out and can interact with things. So he used that, and he carried it, and he kept casting it every time it ran out. And he just carried this gem with him the whole time, because when you touched it, it took you to the realm. And how they won all their fights from there on out was by chucking this gem at things, and succeeding almost every single time. And then, when they finally do reach this, and before they even reach that, the king sent to get them, because they claimed they knew who burnt down the forest, even though it was them. And the king goes to get them, and what do? They chuck the gem at the king, trapping him in the celestial plane, which, when it's dumb, led to some consequences that they managed to escape from anyways. So, as they reach this gem finally, they're not even on the king's quest anymore, because the king hates them. They reach this gem, and instead of trying to figure out this puzzle that I set up to disable it, they smashed it. They smashed it, and the world starts to get consumed by this massive void that they're trying to escape. And I'm like, okay, I rolled a percentile, or a 100-sided dice, to see how much the world got consumed. It was everything but a small set of islands that got consumed by the end of it. But I forgot about the fact that they had this deity Blink Wolf that could teleport hundreds of miles. And they used that, teleported to those islands, and stayed there the rest of their lives. Let the entire world, besides that, get consumed by a void, burnt down an ancient forest, became hostile with the king, got a deity Blink Wolf, and ruined the entire campaign. Now, it was a one-shot, it was to introduce some people to D&D, it was a new campaign. I was expecting it to run smoothly, but it went much further out of hand than I expected, and I thought it was a really funny experience. And yeah, it went on about 5 hours. Like, it was kind of short, but yeah, it was fun. But yeah, if you guys like this type of video where I talk about some kind of story, whether my life, a D&D campaign, anything like that, let me know, and I can do this more often, because honestly, I really enjoyed this. I think it's something that'd be fun to do instead of my gaming video every day. If you want me to try to do some vlogs or anything as well, hit the like button, comment down below, subscribe, hit the notification button so you don't miss any of my videos. Don't forget to check out my Instagram I made for the channel. It's not linked, but it says it down below what it is, at NerdsIncYT. And yeah, until next time, goodbye!